Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Libra December 15, 2022. Today's moon can stir your ambitions, although distractions can interfere with accomplishing all that you set out to do. Try not to let this bother you too much. You're harder on yourself now than you typically are. While this is fine in moderation from time to time if it motivates you to fill your responsibilities, it's best to keep this at a healthy level. Keep your sense of humor and fun, and you'll be far more productive. Fortunately, there can be an implicit understanding between you and a partner or special someone today that has you feeling valued and respected. A goodbye or idea might also figure strongly now. Open up your heart and spirit. A shift in the tides has arrived. For many years, the Titan Neptune has been both a blessing and a curse as he surfed the waves of your solar fifth house. Recently, he returned to direct motion. Neptune's influence is enigmatic and penetrating, like a love spell or the first rush of a drug into the bloodstream. You have certainly crossed paths with soulmate connections in recent years, those who you have a soul contract with to improve one another's lives. Some of these people may have been artistic, mystical, or even powerful healers. However, you have also been prone to intoxicating and addictive love stories, too, with people who have enchanted you with a smokescreen yet robbed you blind. Be aware of your cycles going forward. Embrace the limelight before it is gone. As the moon in Leo opposes Saturn in Aquarius, you may feel like you are being given more attention than usual this morning about a responsibility or about your authority. Do not worry, you will have an opportunity to step back into your mysterious shadows once again when the moon stations void of course throughout the remainder of your day. Once void of course, you may enjoy this lunar lull since it can be a great time to recharge your professional and social batteries. The moon is spending the final hours of its last visit to your career sector for the year at a friendly aspect to the sun, right in the heart of his last full week in your income sector. However, it is a friendly aspect to the dwarf planet Eris just 7 days before Jupiter's return to your work sector that is helping to bring things together from across the income, work and career fronts today. Blocks and obstacles will undoubtedly arise when you take a new path. But don't be discouraged. When your intentions meet with resistance, just acknowledge your disappointment and form new intentions. If, for example, you are unable to prepare a healthy meal for yourself, and you eat something substandard, with regret ruining your meal, all is not lost. Take the time for a hot soak with a few drops of lavender oil. Consider keeping some lavender oil in the house for days like this. Your brain and body are apt to be working in high gear today as the essence of this day is at hand. Not only will you find yourself able to handle problems in a far more logical manner, but you also won't hesitate to get out there and get your hands dirty, if that is what it takes to get the job done. Put in a full productive day, but know when to call it quits, too. Overexerting yourself will only serve to slow you up for the rest of the week. Take time to relax this evening. Right in the heart of the working week, the moon is spending its final hours in your career sector at a friendly aspect to not only the sun, in his last full week in your income sector but to planets on the job front that are preparing for Jupiter's return next week. On the one hand, this is energizing things across the income, work and career fronts in the heart of the working week, while on the other hand, this is a window into overlapping themes that will continue to evolve long after the moon moves on. It is just before the moon leaves your career sector today that a clash with Saturn might create some work and life balance tension. Right in the heart of the working week, this is the right reminder at the right time. This comes just as Jupiter moves into his final 7 days in your romantic sector, with the largest and most powerful planet in the solar system working to make matters of the heart and all things romantic a priority. Our eyes in the sky. Inspiration and luck strike early today, so if you're the type who wakes with the sun, take the initiative with your goals before this energy settles mid-morning. There are helpful aspects for love, and being close to your heart's desire should bring you joy right now. You tackle obstacles you previously thought you never could overcome. Being brave, making the most of this opportunity. You encounter people who are open and friendly, and when you respond in the same way, it opens new doors for you to explore and ultimately turn out to be extremely rewarding. Others understand that you don't want to take on any more responsibilities and in fact need time to yourself to gain a fresh perspective and determine what your true feelings are. Once you feel more refreshed and have taken the opportunity to regain your composure, you have an innate ability to interact and chat with others in a constructive way. You're acutely aware of your feelings, unperturbed. You're more in touch with your emotional state. Your thoughts are relaxed and calm. Relationships with others are constructive. You willingly make acquaintances and relate well to anyone who you happen to encounter. Look after your fitness, otherwise your well-being can be adversely affected. These romantic vibes also come with a sense of adventure, so do something out of the ordinary. If you're currently single, today is a good day to meet someone while you're out and about as well. Romantic boundaries should be fairly well received today, so if you've been meaning to talk to Bae about a need for some space in the coming days, go for it. Just make sure that you're being direct and clear in any important conversations. A perfect scenario for settling outstanding financial matters is what you desire. Of course, you must be as careful as usual when dealing with money. You have the right instincts for choosing sensible investments, and the advice you receive is far more conclusive than on other occasions. Larger purchases, a car or a house, don't faze you. At nightfall, there could be some underlying tension, so try not to step on any toes. The moon brings an extra boost of inspiration and energy, so be sure to work on any passion projects before heading to bed tonight. In the morning, the Leo moon opposes Saturn in Aquarius, engendering distance between ourselves and others. We might experience this literally through being physically separated from loved ones. Difficulty in making contact can cause us to feel lonely and unloved. However, we might also experience distance on an emotional level. People may pull away from us, seemingly unprovoked. We can be ghosted or left on read. Naturally, neither of these scenarios causes us to feel as bright and shiny as the Leo moon desires. Being scorned under this moon only adds insult to injury, as we are predisposed to sulking if we don't receive attention. However, the worst thing we can do now is to grandstand. If we push too hard to be noticed, we will only alienate our audience further. Instead, focus on managing work or attending to personal priorities. Following this, the moon trines the Sagittarius sun, mitigating the worst effects of the Moon-Saturn opposition. Although certain connections may still elude us, the Moon-Sun trine reveals that other playmates are available. If we intend to restore our confidence, we can't pine away for those who don't recognize our worth. We must choose the people who choose us. In doing so, we can forge relationships with those whose interests are better aligned with our own. And to think we might not have discovered them if we remained intent on impressing those who won't give us the time of day. The moon then enters a long void, of course, lasting until tomorrow. Avoid starting new initiatives today if possible. This lunar period is better spent working on projects already in progress.